But in this game, hindi pa yan ayos na ayos.
DR Lowhorn
Yeah,
will start things off.
Sorry, Magu, that combination actually had 20 points in the first quarter. But after that, nanlamig rin yung dalawa in the second quarter because it was the other guys that did the scoring for them.
But the two of them looking to make up for lost time here. Kagiwa and Lowhorn makakasama sina Wilson, Ellis and Tenorio, same starting unit yan para dito sa Ginebra. Itong Petron, meron ng adjustment with Lassiter starting off, makakasama. Bago rin si Kramer, andyan dyan si Millsap, Cabagnot, and Santos. Arwin from top of the key, looking to bring Petron closer. Oh! Oh! Mas malaking O yun dahil nagmintis itong si Elijah Millsap on that beautiful looking jam. Ellis gets the basket. Just a free throw line for a bonus shot.
Again, it starts out para sa Barangay Ginebra because they start out with good ball movement. It was first the attack of LA Tenorio, kick out to Ellis. When the defense is adjusting and they're off balance, you can do so many things on your offense, and that's why Ellis was able to get all the way to the rack.
Ellis completes that 3-point play. 10 puntos na rin para dito sa rookie ng Ginebra. Gandang bakbakan to ng mga rookie, no? Fajardo, Ellis, sino kaya? Pagdating ng dulo ng conference na to, ang mahihirang na rookie of the year.
There might not be either of them.
Dami pang ibang rookie na maganda rin ang ginagawa, no? As Kramer misses, picks up his own miss and cleans it up. Oh, Doug Kramer now with 8 points.
You can see Coach G going with the guys that were able to deliver in that first half. Doug Kramer had a good first half as well as Lassiter. That's why they're starting in this second half.
Lowhorn back over to Ellis. Arwin on him. Ellis beats him to the baseline. Sinalubong ni Kramer. Wilson is there. Off the glass for two.
I mentioned it earlier, that offensive rebound para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. You know, the group of Petron have to do a better job of boxing out their man.
Millsap directing traffic. Wilson switches out on him. Pupunta sila kay Cabagnot do sa kanto with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Millsap unleashes a three. Punches a throw! Una pa lang yan para dito sa Petron, but what a time for it to come, Jason.
And already with 17 points is Elijah Millsap, and that was almost a bailout three because their offense fairly stagnant before he hit that shot.
Kagiwa babawi. Di makuha. Wilson though keeps it alive. Tenorio on the baseline. Takes it back out to Ellis. Kagiwa kontra Lassiter. He goes to the left. Offensive foul whistled here on Willie Wilson as we send it over to Eric.
According to Coach G, they just have to keep it simple dahil medyo nalilito daw ang mga players. They should just better share the ball this second half and find the open man to make sure of their shots and avoid turnovers. At ganun din naman para kay Coach Ato. Take care of the ball better, avoid turnovers, and sustain the energy para ma-maintain ang lead. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Eric. Kaya bang kalituan na yan? Would it be a product of that drama-filled off-season? First 2.5 months dito sa Petron, di ba?
You know, if you actually look at Petron, I think it is more drama-filled when we will go to Ginebra, because Ginebra came from success. They came from the finals, and all of a sudden, nabigla sila na nagkaroon ng coaching change. But luckily para sa Barangay Ginebra, Coach Ato is already a champion coach. Luckily also para dito sa Petron na pumasok sa karera Coach D knows this squad inside and out, and has been with many championship coaches as well.
Ang laking bagay nga na sa dami na ng balasa sa coaching staff ng Petron, si Coach G ay naging constant for years now.
So many long-time assistant coaches starting to get their success. Of course, you know about just last conference, Coach Luigi Trillo, long-time assistant, finally getting his chance, winning a championship. You look at the college ranks. You look at Coach Nash, long-time assistant, swept the first round of the UAAP. You look at Coach Juno as well, long-time assistant, having his success with LaSalle. So all these long-term assistant coaches finally getting their due and their chance and having some amount of success.
Cabagnot takes it away from Tenorio. Santos lilipad. Pinasa pa kay Millsap. Patabayin na with Ellis. It's a 4-on-1, pero Cabagnot breaks it up. Ellis though stretches. And Barangay Ginebra wanting to settle things down. Pero kulang-kulang din yung depensa ng Petron. Hindi nga lang naka-atake kagad ang Ginebra. Kagiwa. No. Kramer is fouled by Ellis. How about Ellis? From one end to the other, somehow, nakuha niya yung bola. As we take a look at that Prestone defensive stop of the game, brought to you by Prestone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Sigurado, nasa mabuti kang kamay.
I don't know if he got. I think it slipped in the hands of Millsap. But then, you know, the thing is, sinabayan niya. Yun ang importante doon. And we mentioned this at the top of the coverage. This Ginebra squad, so athletic at present.
Oh, Kagiwa! Naramdaman niya, dumadagundong sa kanyang likod si Arwin Santos na ilang tuloy for that layup. Millsap wanting to capitalize, gets it to Lassiter. Corner pocket three. Too strong. Kagiwa on the breakout. Will have a touchdown. That gives Ginebra another 7-point lead, 59-52. Mahigit 8 minuto pa natitira sa ating third quarter. And the first wave of that Ginebra chant breaks out inside the Big Dome. Superstar showdown na natuto ngayon. Arwin Santos and Mark the Spark Kagiwa going head-to-head here. Kita mo naman yung season averages ni Mark kumpara doon sa ginawa ni Arwin netong nakaraang Biyernes kontra sa Meralco.
Undoubted superstars, but they do it in different ways. Of course, Mark Kagiwa, he's a scorer. That's what he does. He knows when to hit the big shot, likes taking the big shot. On the opposing end, Arwin Santos, he's more of a guy that will fill in the stat fillers.
And for more on the reigning MVP, makibalita ulit tayo kay Erica.
Nasanay na daw siguro ang Ginebra sa changes, kaya naman when Coach Atok came in, they were just more focused on what needs to be learned. Na minor adjustments lang naman daw, sabi ni Mark. Sila pa rin naman daw ang mga players, so it shouldn't be a major bother. They should take it as a team challenge to work together kahit ano pa man ang pagbabago, because at the end of the day, it's the familiarity nilang magkakakampi ang mas importante, which he is confident with. Balik sa inyo.
Thank you, Erica. Yun ano, kahit nagkagulo doon sa coaching staff na itong Barangay Ginebra, iisa lang naman yung major addition nila to the lineup, which is Javi Daguila. So the familiarity should be there as Barangay Ginebra, or Petron rather, has nearly a fresh shot clock here. Subit back on the floor. Wilson bantay niya. Petron is down by 6 points. Millsap against Lowhorn. Tapos umaaligid pa si Ellis. Where will he go? Millsap off the crossover. Tenorio taps it away from Kramer. Kagiwa on the move, bounces it down low.
He has a hard time doing that. That's his strong move. Seemingly, at least the first points that he got is power to the right jump hook.
So within the game, usually pag first game ng mga import talagang sumasabog dahil walang scouting report. Pero ngayon, within the game, na-scout kagad siya as Tenorio locates Kagiwa on the run.
See, quickness of LA, because he didn't actually have a break the entire offseason. He's much quicker than everyone else on the floor because it looks like he's in great shape.
61-53. Petron down by 8. Millsap in trouble. Kontra dito kay Wilson. 5 segundo na lang sa shot clock ng Petron. Cabagnot looking to bail them out. Goes to Tobit for 3. But just a throw.
In the first half, Petron couldn't buy a three-pointer at all. Dito, 2 3-pointers have bailed them out with the runs of Brgy Ginebra.
Ellis hinahanap na naman ito si Lowhorn. Di makaposisyon kontra kay Kramer. Kagiwa off the glass. In the conferences past, Jason, ang sinasabing kakulangan ng Barangay Ginebra ay low post presence. Ngayon nakikita natin, it opens things up para for the likes of Kagiwa and Ellis.
Yeah, and he's a guy that, yes, he's an offensive presence, but he's not slow. It's importante.
As Kramer breaks into double figures, tagal nang hindi nakaka-double figures din. Ito si Douglas. Kagiwa against Tubit na naman. Oh! Kagiwa naramdamang sumusundot. Ito si Ronald Tubit. Nagpasabit na lang.
On the foul number 61, Ronald Tubit. That's the second. 0 on the shot. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Apat na segundo na titira sa shot clock ng Ginebra. Oh, natapak sa sideline. Or did he dribble it on the line before he passed it?
Didn't really get to see that, but no complaints from the Barangay Ginebra side, so I'm sure it's the right call.
Some mental lapse there on the part of Chris Ellis. Cabagnot against Tenorio. Shot clock once again winding down para sa Petron. Lassiter couldn't go. Millsap has to put it up. Step back three. No bailout that time, but Kramer is there. And he's fouled.
And Magu, how good has Doug Kramer been in this game? He's the lone guy that's actually grabbing those offensive rebounds for them in bunches. Actually, 3 offensive rebounds para kay Doug here in the third quarter alone, and he's already chipped in a total of 10 points like you mentioned, 4 of them coming here, makes that 5.
Pagkakataon ni Kramer, ibaba sa 3 ang kailangan habulin dito ng Blaze Boosters. Battles on the second. 5 at kalahating minuto natitira sa ating ikatlong yuto. Wilson from the outside, bonus na yun.
A bit of a surprise there because you'd be thinking that Willie would just try to set himself up first, but it was actually a quick release. We really wanted that shot.
Millsap to Tubid. 3-pointer no good. Low horn rebound. Tenorio service. Nauna na si Ellis. LA iniwan para kay Kagiwa. Losing his footing. Nagpabiling doon si Mark.
Mark Kagiwa, after 7 points in the first half, has had 6 here, but also missed a gimme and also this turnover right here. So it hasn't been as smooth a third quarter as it was in that first quarter for him.
Petron looking to inch closer. Lassiter puts it up, low horn board. Tenorio will look to set this one up. Wilson na naman, same spot. This time he's bothered by Kramer. Tenorio against Cabagnot. Pulls up from the free throw line. Kramer for the board. Millsap, nakita si Cabagnot. Nilinis pa yung ring. Pero nakuha yung awa doon. Baka sa 2 ang abante ng Ginebra. With 4:18 remaining in the third. Napapatawag ng timeout dito sina Coach Ato and the rest of Barangay Ginebra after this big 3 from Alex Cabagnot. Back inside a Smart Araneta Coliseum as we take a look at the thousands in attendance para sa ating Super Bowl Sunday, Barangay Ginebra kontra Petron. And from this huge crowd gathered here, nahanap na natin ang ating mga ulala mahal ng masa fans of the day. Mula sa masarap, malaman, mura at convenient kasi easy to open ulalam, ready to eat ulam. Para sa masa, mahal na masa, ulalam, 15 pesos lang. Sino producer natin ngayon, Mike? Si Jello De Jesus, ano? Yari ka kay Big Bo Belga. Hindi mo ba alam yun ang hiniling ni Big Bo? Mag-guest siya sa atin sa Sports 5 Center as long as siya ang papakainin ng ulalam. Kayo namili ng iba, lagot kayo. Back to this ballgame. Oh, turnover ang Barangay Ginebra. Petron can tie this game for only the second time. Lassiter jumps into Kramer. And we are tied at 65. May kasama pang foul. And Jason, if Doug Kramer completes this bonus free throw, makakatikim ng kauna-unahang kalamangan sa linggo na to ang Petron.
And it's the energy of Doug Kramer. Nahahawa yung mga teammates niya dun sa binibigay niyang energy. And so far, kung kanina kita natin, napapansin natin na yung walang gigil yung Petron. Ever since Doug has entered the game, you can see that there's more fight with the Blaze Boosters.
What a pickup para dito sa Petron. Got Doug Kramer just a week and a half ago in exchange for Dorian Peña. He has definitely contributed here. 15 puntos na, samahan mo pa ng 5 o 6 na rebound. But look at them jump! Ellis at Aguilar, sino ba nakakuha nun?
You know, Ellis just actually passed it to himself. through using the backboard. Smart play on his part.
Lipara ng Barangay Ginebra as Millsap is fouled.
Very different what we were seeing from Petron here. Nakikita natin they're very aggressive going to the basket now. Speaking of going to the basket, sometimes you don't actually have to shoot it the first time. You can actually make it an assist for yourself.
Nowhere to go no? Agis mo na lang sa board. Bahala na si Batman.
And what I was saying earlier, ibang-iba yung Petron dito sa quarter na to because they've actually pushed Ginebra to the penalty quite early at about the 5-minute mark.
Look underneath, Kramer battling again. But Ginebra somehow got this leather. Tied at 67. Only the second deadlock of this game. Last one was at 9-all. Aguilar to Tenorio. Ellis tracking on that baseline. Chapet will offer the pick. Pupunta sila kay Lowhorn. Millsap on him. Lowhorn spins. Taken away by Millsap. Millsap looking to go coast to coast. Will have to earn his points from the line. Elijah Millsap now with a total of 19 points. Last time around, 24 points, 12 rebounds ang kanyang contribution in that loss to Meralco. But his shooting was suspect, Jason. 33% lang, both from all over the field. 6 of 18 sa twos and 2 of 6.
A little bit better today. 7 of 15, stayed under 50%.
As Kramer is relieved by Junmar Fajardo. Kita mo naman yung ovation para kay Doug dun sa bench ng Petron. As Millsap gives Petron their largest lead of the game, 2 points. Orbistondo, ibinalik na ni Coach Chato. Andiyan din si Mamaril, Helterbrand, Aguilar, and Ellis. JJ whirls and misses. Tubig para sa rebound. Sama niya si Cabagnot, Millsap, Lassiter, and Fajardo. Marshall Lassiter finally, Jason, kanina pa niya hinaharap yung tres na yun.
And this one, you can see this was in rhythm, hindi pilit. And right now, what a run by Petron dito sa quarter na to. They came into this quarter down by 7, and now they're up by 5.
First points of the second half para kay Marshall. 13 in total as Mamaril gets 2 of those back. Sabay may sinabi pa, no? Dito kay Junmar Fajardo. Oh! Fajardo just decked Mamaril. Mamaril looking at the officials, looking at the referees as Marshall is on the floor. Nagalit din si Junmar, ano? Nagalit si Kraken dun. Ito, right after nung made basket ni Mamaril, may sinabi siya kay Fajardo. Pagdating ni Fajardo doon, inararo lang niya si Billy Mam sa kabilang dulo.
Story of this quarter though, Marshall as well as Doug Kramer, and how Petron has turned it around. Barangay Ginebra, alam mo na wala talaga yung scoring ng import nila, Magu. Nothing so far here in this quarter for Lowhorn. After 15 in the first, slowed down by only getting a field goal and a free throw in the second, and now nothing at all.
Na-stuck na, kaya pinaupo na muna siya dito ni Coach Chato. Parang na-check nga, no? Yung binabanggit mo kanina, no?
Give credit to the defense of Petron as well.
Mamaril kontra Millsap. Susukatin niya yung depensa ng import ng Petron. Millsap did enough to bother him. And here come the Blaze Boosters on the run. Helterbrand forced to give up the Judy foul.
They are in the penalty. Ang layo nung first half. Remember kanina, nabanggit natin para sa Ginebra. They only had total of 3 team fouls in the first half. And dito, naabot na sila ng 9, so they get 10, so they get called for 7 in this quarter alone.
Lassiter throws back to the bench. Latsang binalik ni Coach G.
Look at the depth of Petron. Tinanggal mo si Lassiter, ang pinalik mo naman si Chris Lutz. That's one former Gilas player to another.
76-69. Petron taking this ball game by the horns. Down by 7 kanina. At the half ngayon, up by 7 na sila. That's a plus 14, which is still a minute and change remaining in this third frame. Helterbrand in traffic, out to Barangay. Here's a three. Mock didn't hit. Lutz out to Millsap on the run. Millsap in trouble, gets it to Fajardo. Cabagnot lines it up. Bang! 30-second timeout requested by Barangay Ginebra dahil ganun-ganun lang, Jason. 10 na ang abante ng Petron.
3-point shooting para sa Petron. In the first half, 0 out of 7. Here in this quarter alone, they've made 5. The difference is, look at that shot. No one in the same area code as Alex Cabagnot. And even earlier, yung tira ni Lutz, or rather ni Lassiter, also a clean look. So the defense of Ginebra starting to be not as nice or as tight as it was in the first half.
Etong Petron looking to bounce back after their opening assignment loss to Meralco. Ang Barangay Ginebra naman looking to snap a 3-game losing streak dating back to the finals of the previous conference.
It's hard to, ang hirap naman na isama mo yun sa, this is a fresh start for them. This is a new, it's a new conference. Of course, that's in the back of their minds na parang matagal na rin sila hindi na nanalo. But, you'd like to call a new conference a new conference.
Chapit Aguilar, speaking of new, pinakabagong kabarangay is fouled. This could stop the bleeding para sa Ginebra as all of a sudden they are down by 10 points. No problem on the first para kay Japet as Arwin re-enters the game.
If you're Ginebra, you know that you've lost this quarter because by a huge way. But you can still try to trim it a little bit para pagdating ng fourth quarter, hindi na galong kasakit na nawala yung kanyang kalamangan.
2 for 2 for Japet. Baba sa 8 ang abante ng Petron. Less than a minute na po natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Cabagnot kontra Urbistondo. Alex pull it pass underneath. Fajardo is fouled by Mamaril. Mamaril picks up his first. Junmar at the line. 2 points pa lang ang kanyang contribution. Yung first game niya, 6 of 10 siya from that 15-foot line. This is on his first attempt here. Junmar misses both. Chapit for the board. Helterbrand contra Tubit. Mamaril will offer the pick. Helterbrand loses his footing. Taken away by Cabagnot. Junmar on the run. A little too fast for the big man. But Petron still recovers. Alex to the corner. Tubit 1-3. Oh, good. Fajardo keeps it alive though. 6 na segundo na lang natitira sa third quarter. Cabagnot's gotta go. 3 to shoot. Alex, the crunch man, over to Lutz. Tubit for 3. No. And that'll do it. For the first 3 quarters of action, ang Petron was down by 7 at the half. Pero magbabaon sila ngayon ng 8 puntos sa kalamangan heading into the final frame. They did it from everywhere. Doug Kramer, a major force underneath para sa Petron. They had their shooting, they had their defense, and now they have an 8-point lead.